Polly might look very healthy now, but when Polly came to World Horse Welfare, it was very much a different story. World Horse Welfare received a call on our welfare line concerning a young horse that had been left alone in a field. It seemed that this horse was very distraught and was also very lame. Our field officer went out to investigate, and what he found was a young foal that had obviously been weaned, had been left by herself in a field with absolutely no friends. Polly had been running around looking for her friend, a friend that had been given to her but was taken away. As horses are flight animals, her instinct was to run and run as fast as she could to try and find her mates, but to no avail. What Polly only encountered was a horrible barbed wire fence. It ensnared her hind leg, and the more she struggled, the more it was going into her. She was entrapped. She couldn't move. She gave up her flight instinct. All she could do was just lie down and give up. We at that point didn't know what was the outcome, but all we knew was we had to get Polly out of this situation. When she arrived at the farm, we lifted her into a nice warm stable where the vet administered initial first aid and emergency veterinary treatments.
The first couple of days when Polly first arrived, she spent her time in isolation. She'd pretty much given up all hope, and she was finding it very difficult to stand with the injury that she had on her hind leg. She was pretty low in demeanour. She didn't really want to know us or have anything to do with us. As well as all of Polly's other issues, we found that she had quite a heavy worm burden, which we had to deal with. As a result of that, Polly actually suffered from colic and was in a pretty poor state.
We knew that at this point, Polly, her life was in the balance. We had to give her as much veterinary treatment as we possibly could on what was already a very weak baby. No matter how much veterinary treatment that you can give to a horse, the horse itself must have the will to live. And really, at one point, we thought, Polly just doesn't want to live. She's given up. One thing that will probably pull a horse through anything is another horse. And this is what really Polly needed. She needed a guiding hand as to what to do. She didn't understand what was going on. So Sweep was brought in. We just let Sweep do what she does best, go and introduce herself. Let the horses be horses. Take the human element out of it. Sweep knew instantly what was going on. Now what happened in the next couple of minutes was just magical. Thanks to Sweep, Polly got back the will to live.
It made a big difference to Polly because I think she actually found that she wasn't alone. She didn't just have us for company, she had Sweep. And Sweep's such a happy little thing. She bumbles about the place, and Polly, she really reacted quite well to it. It's like her little own playmate. So she got on really well and kind of perked up her day, I think. It really kept her going.
In my heart of hearts, if it hadn't been for Sweep, the small Shetland pony, Polly would have not survived. She had given up the will. What Sweep had done for Polly was just nothing but a miracle. So thanks to Sweep, Polly now has a wonderful future ahead of her. Sweep, on the other hand, will be looking for her next friend that she will have to help. Unfortunately, there will be more. But with Sweep, we can assure that any horse that comes into World Horse Welfare, we have one very good ally, and that's Sweep, the Shetland pony. Unfortunately, Polly is not an isolated case. Within World Horse Welfare at our 4 farms in the UK, we see too many horses, like Polly, having to come into our centres. We deal with approximately 300 horses at any one time. All the horses have their own stories. Some are like Polly's, some are different. Without your support of World Horse Welfare, we cannot help the likes of Polly. We cannot help the likes of Sweep. With your help, we can help so many more.